Hello and yes, welcome to another video with me, Rockboy680. Now today I'm going to be responding to a thread which was started by my good friend Morgan Davies, but before we get on to that I've got a couple of announcements just to make. First being the lighting. Again, I'm sorry, you know, it's only just 5 o'clock, so normally the lighting's pretty good, but again, I'm in England, we got a miserable day, so I've had to put the light on and the lighting's awful. Second announcement, Robert Z, you are a legend. Your video where you opened up my VCLT that I sent you and you showed all your ELO stuff was brilliant, and thank you so much, my friend, for the kind words. Brilliant. Brilliant man. Fantastic YouTube channel. And the third thing which I've got to announce is I am planning on doing a Blake sleeve versus polythene sleeve video, but yeah, I got the Blake sleeves through today, or at least I thought I had them through, and the seller sent me the wrong thing. And it's Amazon, you know, it's not an eBay seller. I guess we all muck up, but anyway, said it should be with you tomorrow at the latest Saturday. So they're on their way, and I think I'm gonna get a discount, hopefully, on the next lot of Blake sleeves I order. So anyway, so look, I'm personally looking forward to doing that video. And also, actually, another announcement before I forget, I've got some requests in for some albums. So I've got a request in for George Harrison's Brainwashed, a request in for Paul McCartney's Off the Ground, a request in for Fleetwood Mac, and Dire Straits' Brother in Arms. I think that's all of them. Was there another one? I think that's all of them. Four album requests there. So I've got a week off next. This upcoming week I've got off. So we're okay. I should get all 4 of them done over the next week. And yeah, that Blake sleeve polythene sleeve video is on its way, which I'm personally really looking forward to filming. I think it's going to be an exciting, interesting video, giving my take on the polythene versus Blake sleeves. Anyway, Morgan Davies started a thread. I really hope people get into this thread. Right, first of all, I just want to say I'm going to put a link in the description to Robert Z's channel because I'm so grateful for him for making that video. I'm also going to put one in the description to Morgan Davies' channel. Sorry, voice is going. So you can all check out the thread, and I really hope, come on guys, some of you please make a video, respond, because it's a great channel, get behind the channel. And he said he wants at least 4 people, I think it was, responding. And if he gets 4, he might do a contest. Contest, guys. Prize. Hello. There's going to be a prize. Anyway, so yeah, get involved. It's a good channel. Anyway, so the thing is, you've got to talk about your favourite band. Can't be the Beatles, because, you know, here in the VC, that's, you know, probably the most people's favourite band here in the VC, which is quite good because we get to see people talk about a band other than the Beatles, and then you have to pick maximum 5, but you can do 3, 2, 1, you know, 4. Favourite album covers, which I've already done on my channel. Really, I've done it for the Vinyl Corner. For his contest, but I decided, okay, I'm going to pick some different covers, because I think last time I picked McCartney, Sgt. Pepper, I think I might have picked a Zeppelin cover, can't think, but anyway, so I've picked 5 different album covers here. I don't think I didn't show a couple of them in the last video, which was involved with album covers. But anyway, talking about my favourite band. Well, my favourite band is out, because my favourite band is the Beatles. But, big surprise, my second favourite band is the Electric Light Orchestra. So just talk about your favourite band, and Morgan talked about Status Quo, and he kind of went through each period they went through, so I guess I'm going to do that. So, I haven't planned this video out. I've stopped watching this film downstairs and thought, okay, let's make a video. I've come up here and I thought, okay, let's do Morgan's video since the Blake sleeve's on here. So I'm not prepared at all. So how am I going to do this? I'm going to pull out the box set and we'll go through their albums from the box set, which has all their albums in, apart from the soundtrack to Xanadu. And of course it doesn't have Zoom, but Zoom isn't an ELO album, it's a Jeff Lynne album. Okay. So ELO didn't start off how everyone knows them as. Everyone knows them as this pop group which just come out with hit after hit with classic new material. Kind of like what the Beatles were like. The Beatles kept on surprising people. They put out a song and everyone was like, wow, okay, that's it, they're done now. They can't do anything better than that. Whoa, here's a better song, here's a better one, here's a better one, and they just keep on throwing good tracks at you. And that's kind of what ELO were doing around the middle of their career. They were like, hey, here's a good album, here's an even better one, and here's an even better one. So, but they weren't always like that. ELO started off as a prog group, a progressive rock band. They started off combining classical music with rock, and you'd think, how the hell is that going to work? But it gels incredibly well. So we get their first album, which features Roy Wood, the Electric Light Orchestra. Just an incredible album. The first 3, I'd say, tracks on here are unbelievable. It's just an incredible album, and when people think of prog music, I think ELO get overlooked so much. When people think of prog music, who does everyone go to? Pink Floyd. Yes, Pink Floyd are unbelievably great and talented. I'm not going to take anything away from them, but I mean, look at ELO's early stuff. That is some good prog stuff as well. I'm not saying it's better. Well, in my opinion it is, but I know the majority of people out there are going to go, no, Pink Floyd. So I completely get that, but I'm just saying, it's still very good. And then of course ELO's second album, also very prog sounding, but of course it gets a bit more rocky, I'd say. Especially with their track Roll Over Beethoven, Strawberry Number, Beatles and Quo also covered it, but I'm sorry Morgan, because I know you're big on Quo, but ELO's version, still favourite, number 1. And then Roy Wood's gone. Bye Roy, goodbye. Go have fun in Wizard and sing your Christmas songs. So Jeff's left on his own here, and the group kind of steps away from the prog a bit. It's still got a prog sound to it, but it's getting a bit of a heavier album here with On the Third Day. And this album is just absolutely incredible. I mean, for starters, we've got Bluebird is Dead and Ma 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 Belle, which is just 2 awesome tracks. And then they do their own little story thing here, a bit like what the Who done with Tommy. It's not as good to follow as Tommy, but it's still an enjoyable album. Just got a message from my mate on my iPad. Avengers trailer was amazing. Yep, I'll message him back in a minute. Anyway, this album is just incredible. You know, this is ELO really stepping away from the prog stuff now, I find. But they still, on nearly every one of their albums, up to, you know, Secret Messages, Jeff Lynne always puts a little prog sounding song on each of the albums. So, still a bit of prog from ELO nearly all the way to the finish, I find. But, you know, the majority of the stuff on this is getting a bit more rocky now. Then we get what is in my top 10 albums, and my personal favourite ELO album. This album is just flawless, this album is amazing. Face the Music. Well, I mean, we open up with a very prog song, Fire on High, but Fire on High is my favourite instrumental ever, period, because it's so good how it builds tension and how the song develops and changes so much. And then we've got some great tracks on here which are just foot tappers and rockers, you know, Night Rider, Poker. We've got some nice calm stuff, ballads on here, you know, One Summer's Day, One Summer Dream, sorry. And then we've got the classics, Strange Magic and Evil Woman. Then this is Jeff kind of saying, okay, the prog stuff was good, but we're tired of not hitting the big time. I mean, they had some big stuff, ELO. You know, 1,538, that could be wrong. Overture got in the top 10 singles, I think, and their first 2 albums made it into the UK charts. But as far as I'm aware, I remember checking on Amazon the other day. I was just looking through ELO's catalogue, seeing where it got in the charts. And I don't believe anything from On the Third Day to Face the Music actually charted. I could be wrong, but anyway, so I think Jeff Lynne was kind of like, let's make something which is just going to do well. A new world record. You know, I mean, we've got Telephone Line on here, Rockaria, Do Ya, Living Thing. It's incredible album. Incredible. And that's ELO's 2 best albums there, right together, I find. And then we also get what I would class as their 3rd and 4th best album come up after that. Out the Blue, one of the most iconic double albums, one of the most common double albums as well, and it's common for a reason. It's common because so many people bought it because it's such an enjoyable album. You know, again, it's really difficult to find the prog material on here, but you know, a lot of pop and rock on here. You know, Turn to Stone, Sweet Talking Woman, In the City, or Night in the City, sorry. Jungle, Stepping Out, Big Wheels, Mr. Blue Sky, Wild West Hero, you know. And it also has a really cool gatefold. Ooh. I should get my vinyls down ready, but I don't know. I'm still missing ELO 2 and Balance and Power on vinyl, so. And then we get Discovery, which was their #1 album. This album went straight up there to #1. Really cool. Nice back cover there. Yeah, Robert, why not? I'll go to your Halloween party as him. I hate Halloween, but I'll go to your Halloween party as him if you want. Yeah, that's from your video. To people who don't know what I'm talking about, it's from his video which he done on ELO. Nice gatefold, and again, you know, Shine a Little Love, Confusion, Last Train to London, Don't Bring Me Down, you know, all good hits. Or I don't think Last Train to London was a hit actually, but anyway. An album which I've fallen in love with recently, and I've always overlooked this album. And I kind of hate myself now, or no, not hate myself, I'm kind of annoyed at myself because when I done my least to best ELO videos, I put this one quite far down the list, and now it's definitely a lot higher. Time. This album is actually phenomenal. It takes a few spins to get into, because the first 3 times I spin this album, I was just like, yeah, it's a good album, nothing more. Now I'm saying it's a bloody good album. It's close to being a brilliant album in my opinion. I mean, all I have to say is Twilight, Yours Truly, 2095, and Ticket to the Moon. Them 3 tracks in a row. Fantastic. I'm going faster because I've still got to do my album covers. And of course, Secret Message is also a really good album. Prog kind of comes back here on tracks like Letter to Spain. And we just got some classics on here like Rock and Roll's King. And then we get Balance of Power, ELO's weakest album. I think they should have stopped at the last album, but by no means do I dislike this album. It's fun, creative, but there is no signs of prog on this really for me. And yeah, game over for ELO. That was the end of the road for them, unfortunately. But of course, Jeff Lynne continued with his solo career, put out an awesome album called Armchair Theatre, then went on to put out Zoom, which I think is almost as good as Armchair Theatre. Them 2 albums are bloody brilliant. And then Jeff Lynne has put out Long Wave, which I quite enjoy as well. And he's announced he's putting one out in 2015, so yeah. Anyway, now I'm on to the album covers. Now I've gone different to what I done last time. I'm going to dive into this a bit quick because I talked about ELO for too long and not enough time on the album covers. First one up is going to be Ram, Paul McCartney and Linda McCartney. I don't know why Linda's name's on it, but anyway, there we go. You know, I just love the design of it. You know, it just generally looks like it's been drawn, which it probably has. Something which I was talking to Morgan about the other day on Skype, actually. If any Beatles fans know, because I don't, what this whole Lily thing is about here. Anyone know what that's about? If you do, leave it below in the comments. I'd be really interested to know. But anyway, Ram. That's McCartney's first 2 albums have both made my lists. McCartney was in the last one. Another Beatles one, and it's Beatles for Sale. I've just always loved this photo. I think I put Sgt. Pepper and Abbey Road on my last one. That's why I thought I'd go with this one this time. A Beatles one has to be on it. Has to. Incredible cover, I love it. I used to have a big poster of it on my wall, but unfortunately my TV is where it is now, so I've had to put it in the loft. Attic, if you're American. Elton John, Captain Fantastic, and the, just want to make sure I get it right, the Brown Dirty Cowboy. Yeah, I did know that, I was just making sure I get it right. Beautiful cover, absolutely brilliant. This is an American copy, and unfortunately it shows a lot of ring wear, but it has all the inserts, and you know, we're talking about artwork here. I know we're talking about covers, but I'm going to bring the whole artwork thing back into it. You get a poster and 2 lovely little books in here. I'm surprised they put 2 books in with this, but there you go. So yeah, I need to get a British copy of that, but I'm happy with that one for now. Last Beatle related one, John Lennon, Menlove Avenue. Just a really nice cover, and I really love the back cover. The back cover is, I think I prefer the back cover to be honest, but the front cover is still brilliant. I mean, look at that, that's beautiful. And then the last one, not a Beatles related one, you know, this group is good. They're a decent, solid group in my opinion. However, they always escape my YouTube channel. I never talk about them too much, but anyway, I love this album cover. The Moody Blues. In Search of the Lost Chord. Yeah, that cover is just breathtaking, the artwork on it. Great stuff, absolutely great stuff. So there we go, there's my response to your thread, Morgan. Everyone please keep tuning into my channel because I've got a lot of videos coming up next week with them 4 reviews, the Blake sleeves, and was there another video I planned? Yeah, I can't remember. Anyway, so there you go, please check out Morgan's thread, please respond because we might get a contest. Anyway, thanks for watching, be sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video and leave a message. Thank you very much for watching.